Let's take a quick look at the front pages of the newspapers. Just turned 7:21 is the time, and again, I think it's the same titles actually as yesterday. Go with health. For the Daily Mirror, they start their paper, they lead their paper with it, and they hit a picture of four past and one current Conservative Prime Minister: David Cameron, Theresa May, Boris Johnson, Liz Truss, and obviously Rishi Sunak. Tory hospital crisis, pictures of those five. They broke our NHS, is the Daily Mirror's verdict. For The Guardian, doctors condemn delusional PM after he denies crisis in the NHS. This is, of course, his official spokesperson indicating that this is not an unprecedented challenge. These are the spokesperson's words. This is not an unprecedented challenge brought about by a number of factors, most significantly the global pandemic. We're confident we're providing the NHS with the funding it needs. Well, that, respectfully, is a load of medicine balls, isn't it? Because we've just spoken to the United States, which is obviously has a considerably greater population than the United Kingdom, and they're in a far better place than we are. Admittedly, Germany has its challenges, as we heard, but they're doing better. And while France would appear to have its issues, and they're sending in task forces, they're not routinely seeing people in cupboards in hospitals. So I think that's a bit of a phony excuse. Other health stories on the front page. For the Eye, UK hunts for China's next COVID variant. That follows on, of course, from the conversation that we had with the Transport Secretary Mark Harper yesterday. A related story: let's not return to face mask madness. This, as you will recall, Mark Harper, the Transport Secretary, told us on this show yesterday that if you're feeling unwell, indeed he said if he was feeling unwell, he would make a point of wearing a mask. Front page of the Daily Express, which is also the front page of our website as well, LBC website. Hope at last in train strike, or deal close or within touching distance, so the combination of the two headlines. With all this going on, by the way, I got my Christmas cards yesterday, which was quite extraordinary. There's a knock on the door, and there was so much post that they actually gave it to me through the door. And there were loads of shopping vouchers from various supermarkets to get me all sorts of bargains at Waitrose before Christmas, and Sainsbury's. I could have saved a lot of money, by the way. Well, they were completely useless. And a lot of Christmas cards. So you can't send Christmas cards. You can't go to work. Grandma's going to be dumped at a hospital on a trolley as the ambulance takes off. And we've got the migrant crisis with a record number, a world record number. And Rishi Sunak, the Prime Minister, will emerge today to say that maths is at the heart of his vision for Britain. Well, it might help if those dolts Liz Truss and Kwasi Kwarteng knew a bit more about maths towards the September, October of last year, and landed us in the crisis.